What's up, everybody? Welcome back to J-Stu Wrestling. And earlier today was WWE Clash at the Castle 2022. So yesterday I posted a video of my predictions of who I think is going to win or lose in this match and the returns that could possibly happen. But in this video today, I'm going to be showing you the results in that match. So let's dive into that. Alrighty, guys, to start off the match, was the Kickoff Show match that I really didn't think was happening. But in the Kickoff match, it was Madcap Moss and Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits, versus Austin Theory, Otis, and Chad Gable, the Alpha Academy. And I only got to see a little bit of that match because I was having login issues with Peacock, and I only got to see probably like the last bit of the match, and the outcome of the match was Madcap Moss and the Street Profits got the win for that one, and then right after that was the big main event show. So for the Kickoff Show, the winners is the Street Profits and Madcap Moss for the W. Alrighty, guys, so now we are into the main show of Clash at the Castle. So, to start off the main show match, we have the team of Asuka, Bianca Belair, and Alexa Bliss versus Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, the Damage Control. If you can tell, if you watched my last video, I got I got Asuka. I was supposed to have her yesterday, but I got her early in the morning. And if you wondering or if you care, I got the new MVP Elite. Well, it ain't new, but it's the newest MVP. Whatever, that doesn't quite matter. But, so in this match, it was a pretty intense match. It wasn't like, it was just a match, like I suppose. And in this match, like, most people were it's obvious that Bayley's team won, but by the build-up of all the good superstars that were on Bianca's team, it just makes sense that they would win. But in this outcome of this match, Damage Control, Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky did take the W in this match. So that's pretty much it. Nothing really exciting. No returns really happened in this match. So the outcome of this match is Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, Damage Control, took the win. Alright, guys, next matchup, we have the Ring General Gunther versus Sheamus. So in this match, Gunther came out, and he came out with Ludwig Kaiser, and he also came out with Old Imperium member Giovanni Vinci, I think his name was now. And that was pretty cool that they're getting the Imperium back together. And then Sheamus, of course, came out with Butch and Ridge Holland, and like when they all stepped in the ring and they stood face to face, I'm like, this would be a great 6-man tag team match. Like, and then so when I think the bell rang, and then Butch and Ridge and the side Imperium members, Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci, they were all just throwing hands while Gunther and Sheamus were just staring at each other, just waiting to know what is going to happen. And then Butch, Ridge, Ludwig, and Giovanni, they all went to the back, and then they left Gunther and Sheamus in the match by themselves. And holy God, if you had the opportunity to watch this match, it was incredible. Like, these two big brutes just going at it. It was wicked. And I recommend watching it. It was a very intense match, but to end it off, Sheamus did not come up successful of the Intercontinental Championship. The Ring General Gunther took the win, and he retained his championship. But I feel this is going to lead to a huge 6-man tag team match against Imperium and the Brawling Brutes in the future. You have to see it. I just can't wait to see the match, and it has to happen. So the winner in this match, and still Intercontinental Champion, the Ring General Gunther. Alrighty, next up on the list, we have Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And in this match, it was a literal straightforward match. Like, it was literally just one-on-one, like, no interruptions whatsoever. Like, how I, like, based it off, I had... God, let me get this real quick. I had Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey coming out. And Charlotte Flair returning, and Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte Flair gets her revenge on... Charlotte Flair gets her revenge on Ronda Rousey, and that's how I had it planned. But focus. There. Oh, God, whatever. Whatever the focus. Stupid focus. Alright, so what I had was Charlotte Flair, or Ronda Rousey would come out, beat the crap out of Liv, and then Charlotte would come out, make her return back to the WWE, and then go from there. But no, this was literally... Let me focus this thing up again. This was literally a straightforward match. Nothing really impressive. Like, Shayna didn't even get the win. Yeah, so the end result was Liv Morgan retained the SmackDown Women's Championship, but it was kind of weak how they did it. Like, they literally, I don't know, but I don't really, like, it didn't come out as really I planned, and it was kind of disappointing that we didn't get to see a return of Charlotte Flair. But it was a match, I suppose. It wasn't the best, and it was pretty weak on Liv's side of how she won. But yeah. So then yeah, it's like it just went straight to commercial. I thought we were gonna hear a Ronda Rousey theme song or Charlotte Flair. We didn't even see Ronda, but what happened to her on Friday makes whatever sense. But the results in this match. Liv Morgan retains the SmackDown Women's Championship. Alrighty, guys, next matchup, we have the Judgment Day Damian Priest and Finn Balor versus the tag team of Edge and Rey Mysterio. What a match, and what an outcome. So, how I predicted it is that Judgment Day would win by the help of Dominic Mysterio, and boom, all 4 members of the Judgment Day are just raising their hands up like they do with a victory. But no, what happened was, Edge and Rey Mysterio and the Judgment Day put up a really good fight, and they had some really close moments, and Judgment Day came up short of what we thought. So, the outcome of this match was Edge and Rey Mysterio got the big win. Edge and Rey Mysterio are all happy. The Judgment Day are on the ring side, just, like, disappointed that they didn't pick up this win. But, Dominic Mysterio came in, and his face was not what we thought. His face, we knew what was gonna happen as soon as we saw his face. Like, Edge was trying to, like, comfort him, saying, hey, we won this match, and then Rey was like, yeah, man, we did, we won. Dominic did not take that very, very lightly. Dominic Mysterio ends up kicking Edge in the jewels, man. Got Edge square right in the nuts. Rey Mysterio shoves Dominic and saying, what are you doing, man? And that's when Dominic, there's like this little pause moment, and boom, Dominic Mysterio clotheslines his father down on the floor, and he walks away with a grin on his face, and Judgment Day might lost physically, but they mentally won, and they got Dominic. I don't know how this outcome's gonna be. I don't know if Dominic Mysterio is gonna join the Judgment Day, or if he's just gonna be on his own. But yes, in this match, Edge and Rey Mysterio won physically, and the Judgment Day won mentally. And that's it for this one. Alrighty, guys, next up on the list, we have Seth freaking Rollins versus Matt Riddle. I did not know Matt Riddle had his name changed. I don't know if it recently changed or I'm just missing something, but yes, so in this match, it was Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle, and it was a pretty straightforward match. It was very, like, it was a good match. Like, was something that, like, I expect out of them, too. Riddle had this, like, I don't know what his gear was, like, based off of, but it kind of reminded me off of the trunks that Patrick has on SpongeBob. And Seth Rollins had these blazing orange, like, pants on, and you couldn't miss it. But in this match, it was, like, when Seth Rollins was still making, still talking crap about his family and his kids leaving him and stuff. And that got Riddle, like, very pissed. And I thought, yesterday when I made the prediction video, I thought that Riddle was for sure gonna win. But his emotions got over him, and that ended up with Seth Rollins going off the top rope and curb stomping him right into the mat. And ended it off 1, 2, 3. It's over. Seth Rollins gets the win, walks down the ramp, and just smiles. Riddle's pissed, and he says, this ain't over, this ain't over. And Seth Rollins says, I will never see you again. That's, I don't know. Like, I thought that Riddle was going to take the win, and Seth Rollins was going to have another L on his shoulder, but ends up that Seth Rollins did not take an L no more. And another disappointment in this match is we didn't get to see the return of Randy Orton. Like, I thought for sure at the end that Seth Rollins is going to start, like what Seth Rollins does is that he gets, like, sour or whatever, and he just starts beating the crap out of, like, his opponents when they're done. But then I thought, like, for sure Randy was going to come in and just RKO and beat the living crap out of Seth. But unfortunately that didn't happen, and, we really, up to this point, and this is the second last match of the night, and we didn't get to see a return. Like, I thought we were going to see a return of Charlotte. I thought we were going to see a return of Randy, but we are not quite to the last match yet. So, in the final outcome of this match, Seth freaking Rollins took the win. Alrighty, guys, the last match for tonight. We have Drew McIntyre versus the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Yesterday, of how I predicted it, would have been a boss booking. But unfortunately, we did not get that. But we did get Broken Dreams Drew McIntyre, kind of. They had his old theme song playing at the beginning, and then that's when he came out with his current theme song that he has, and it was a big shocker. Not really shocking, but it got you off your seat all right. And then Drew McIntyre came out, and then Roman Reigns came out on his own. I think I'm not sure. Yeah, I believe he came out on his own, and then I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure if he came out on his own, but you should probably go check that out. Recommend it. But in this match, I had Kevin Owens coming out. I had Sami Zayn, and I had the Usos. I had Braun Strowman. I had the Fiend come out. I had Karrion Kross. But we didn't really get much of that. It was just a straightforward match. We really didn't get to see much of it. We just got to literally see a match. Like, thinking that the UK hasn't seen a WWE pay-per-view in a while, I would think that we would see returns and champions, a switch of champions, but obviously Triple H or the creative crew had different plans. So, of course, and I should have just been more smart, Roman Reigns did end up retaining the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. And I didn't know, I should have saw that coming. Like, of course, they're not going to have Drew McIntyre dethrone Roman. It would have been sick. It would have been boss if he did. But during the match, Roman and Drew were outside of the ring, and a fan, or supposedly a fan, threw a water bottle at him, and Drew McIntyre looked over. I'm like, bro, now the fans are trying to get in, like, interfere with the match. But no. If I come right over here, Karrion Kross and Scarlett were standing on ringside with the WWE Universe, and they were mocking McIntyre, and McIntyre was like, had McIntyre like on his toes and had his eyes open and stuff. But Karrion Kross and Scarlett were there, so I was right about Karrion Kross and Scarlett being there, but I wasn't right about them being there and beating Drew McIntyre. But yeah, so it was pretty cool to see Karrion Kross and Scarlett there. But what did I do? Hold on real quick. Oh, right here. Alright. So, in this match, Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre having their little punch out in the ring. They're just beating the crap out of each other, just throwing hands after the other. And then they're down, and then we hear A-Town down. Austin Theory comes running out the ring. He's running out, and he's at the crowd. He's about to cash in. Oh my God, Theory's about to cash in the Money in the Bank. Nope. Tyson Fury in the crowd knocks Theory out cold. And that stops Theory from winning or cashing in his Money in the Bank. So Theory helped Roman Reigns and helped Drew McIntyre not lose the championships. So Austin Theory, like usual, is down. And then Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre are throwing it out. And then it gets Drew McIntyre claymores Roman. Roman is down, about to pin Roman. Won, and he would have won, but no, hold up 1 second. I gotta try to find it. This is what happens when you're not prepared. Alrighty, this is what's gonna happen. The referee comes into the play. He's about to count them. 1, 2. Nope, ain't gonna happen. The referee is pulled out of the ring. We are wondering who is pulling him out of the ring. The camera goes to the strange hooded man, and it is none other than the Usos' brother, Roman Reigns' cousin, NXT's own Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa makes his debut onto, well, I don't know necessarily the main brand, but he makes his pay-per-view debut. And he helps out Roman Reigns in this match. And yes, I am using a Jey Uso action figure because I don't have a Solo Sikoa. But we will eventually. But yes, Solo Sikoa came to Roman Reigns' aid. And then Roman Reigns spear. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns is still your undisputed WWE Universal Champion at the aid of Solo Sikoa. And yes, I was very disappointed that we didn't get to see a return of Braun Strowman or The Fiend, or we didn't have to see the encounter of Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn reuniting as a team, and we didn't even see the Usos out there. That's what I was shocked. Like, the Usos always help, but no, the younger Us comes out to help, and I was shocked about that, and that was pretty cool. But yes, so then the Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa walk down, and potential that Solo Sikoa is the 4th member of the Bloodline. That would be very awesome. But to wrap things up here, and not to wrap things up, but also at the end, Tyson Fury came in the ring and shook hands with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns walked down with Sikoa, and then Tyson Fury helped up Drew McIntyre, and they were singing songs and stuff, and having a good time, and then that's what ended off the show. And I thought for sure that we would see a return of The Fiend or Strowman in that moment, but unfortunately we didn't get to see it. But now to wrap things up, the winner of this match, and still your undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Alrighty guys, so like and subscribe and comment down below what future things we want to do here. If you want some J2 Wrestling merch, you go to the link down below. You can get this wrestling pouch. Or if you wanted to, you can go get your J2 Wrestling thoughts and ideas book. And if you really want to, I don't sell computers, but I have a sticker on here that I have on my editing computer. And then to also end off things, I am thinking about starting my own JTW franchise, my own JTW events where I'll be making my own matches and my own champions. And to start it off, I am currently making a custom JTW belt. This is what I have so far. I just have the pieces. I have the side plates, and I am going to be making a JTW wrestling belt. And if you don't see it in the future, that means I probably miserably failed. But I am working to start my own JTW wrestling events. So, to end things off, see you guys, see you in the next one, and goodbye.